Hello everybody and welcome to VEEIM Plays Limits and Demonstrations. Now this is actually an interlude between Act 1 and Act 2 of Kentucky Route Zero, Kentucky Route Zero, keep saying it alternative ways. And so this is the little free interlude in between Acts 1 and 2. From what I know, this doesn't spoil anything in Act 1 or Act 2 or future. It only, it's kind of a tangential plotline, context maybe behind the characters or the setting or something like that. I don't know. So let's just try this out. Limits and demonstrations. You can also download this at KentuckyRouteZero.com. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So familiar buttons here we have. Vortex, limits and demonstrations. A Lula Chamberlain retrospective, marking the first major public showcase of her work in over 20 years. This retrospective exhibition of work by pioneering installation artist Lula Chamberlain comprises a diagonal slice through time, place and form. The pieces on the display here were individually debuted over a period of 35 years, designed by Chamberlain's various homes and studios between her beloved Mexico City and her native Elizabethtown. They represent a range of scale and impact, from the intimate warmth of Vertex texture fetch to the infamous visage, the latter of which requires a vertical clearance of over 30 feet. Yet these works share a confounding legacy. In each of their debut exhibitions, they were nearly impossible to install. Wait, what? Just galleries and museums balked at the scale, power requirements, and highly skilled labor involved in maintaining these works for display. Some of their debuts collapsed under the weight of logistics, only to be successfully executed much later. And so, just as they described the outer limits of Chamberlain's range as an installation artist, the geographical edges and vertices of her of her home life and the beginning and end of her distinguished career. The works on display here are also trace the extremes of our capabilities and the frontiers of our patience as both viewers and exhibitors. I have mild dyslexia, okay? Are we capable of viewing these works as they were meant to be viewed? Do we even want to be? Wait, we just read that. Stop. Cancel? No, we can't. Oh, we have to go through this again. I thought it was something different. Come on. I'm also a little bit under the weather. I'm a little I have a little cold, so if you can hear that in my voice, then that's what it is. Da 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 da. La 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 la. Okay, cool. So, whoa. What is this? It's I'm assuming like wires or something, or string, creating this kind of shape with a horse, some books, and a man. Title card, Basement Number 2, Artist, Sunset and Horse, 1976, Plaster and Wire. What do you think she means by puzzle? Yeah, weird. I guess it's something you can solve. There must be symbols, artist, sunset, horse, or is it an anagram, or like a code? Or maybe it's just misdirection, maybe it's not a puzzle, but it's just about a puzzle. Maybe it's a puzzle. but there's no right answer. That is kind of sad. Wait, what? Huh. Can I do anything with this? Okay. I love how everything just like rotates. Now this looks, whoa. What is this? What is this? Title card. Overdubbed Nam June Paik installation. In the style of Edward Packer. 1965, 1973, 1980. Magnetic tape. Handheld tape player head. Speaker system. Voice of the artist. Computer synthesized speech. I read about this one. It's interactive. How does it work? It's a bunch of old tapes, and you run this tape playhead along it, and just listen to the recordings, I guess. Let's try it out. I think I'll start in the middle. As Bob drags the playhead along the tape, a woman's voice issues unsteadily from the speakers. We start in the middle. Donald and Joseph are in the hallway. I am in the office. The walls are lined with filing cabinets. A few drawers hang open. The door is ajar. A massive computer looms in the corner. There are some punch cards on the floor. A synthetic voice recording spliced awkwardly into the tape lists out options in monotone. To examine a card, rotate 36 degrees and advance 7 inches. To leave room, rotate 17 degrees and advance 4 inches. To act, whoa, this is like a choose your own adventure, but in like tape form. To activate computer, rotate 200 degrees and advance 15. You need like a ruler and you need like a protractor to do this. It's not like turn to page 53 and carry on. Let's activate the computer. So loud, I love it. I'm now holding 2 punch cards. One of them, Joseph has scribbled a note. Caves. The other one is blank. To insert Caves card, rotate 11 degrees and advance 2 inches. To insert blank card, rotate 95 degrees and advance 14 inches. This is pretty cool. Like, the computer text, how it's flickering, I saw that in Act 1 and I thought something was wrong with my screen because the whole thing was like that, so I didn't see the contrast between the actual speech here and the computer screen sort of flickering. Let's try the blank card. Bob moved the player head to another strip of tape. I'm standing in a hallway. The walls are blank beige. It's just after winter quarter but before spring, so there are no students around. Usually these walls will be papered with flyers announcing new student clubs, looking for roommates, selling old textbooks, but now they're blank. It seems like it skips around a little bit. Donald is here, scribbling on a scrap of graph paper. Joseph is here. He can hear me talking into this tape recorder. You sound like an anthropologist, Lula. I was going to say Luna. An anthropologist? Joseph. An entomologist. Laugh. To lean on Joseph's shoulder, rotate 70 degrees and advance 11 inches. To take Donald's hand, rotate 270 degrees and advance 2 inches. Let's lean on Joseph's shoulder. This is the beginning of the tape. I am home, alone. Joseph has just left. We had an argument, but it'll work out. Wow, this is kind of personal. What time period do you think this clip is from? The title card says 1965, 1973, and 1980. So if this is the beginning, I guess that's 1965, and the first one we heard was 1973. Then the middle. Lula. I usually start here, in my home, whenever I'm sketching out a new place, a new piece. I start by just looking around. My closet door is open. I can see a few sweaters and a dress I like. To go downstairs, rotate 11 degrees and advance 4 inches. To think about dresses, rotate 150 degrees and advance 15 inches. Let's go downstairs. I've stopped halfway down and I'm sitting on the staircase. The tape recorder is on the carpeted step next to me. I'm leaning against the wall, holding a glass of wine, looking at some framed photographs on the wall. I can choose to fall asleep. To fall asleep, rotate 235 degrees left and advance 20 inches to look at a photograph of a national park. Rotate 17 degrees and advance 6 inches. Let's fall asleep. I fall asleep for a moment. I had a dream about a cave. I'm with Joseph and Donald. We're walking somewhere, looking for a cave. We're on a dirt trail in a park. Whoa. So I didn't speak footsteps. Or well, it's not really a trail. It's a trail, Donald said. It's more like a tendency. There tend to be fewer plants here, and on the path we've been walking. Now we're walking to the edge of a massive hole. The dirt gives way to mossy rock as the ground sinks into darkness. Joseph and I are following a rope into the... Why are you going into this cave? Joseph and Donald are following a rope down into the cave. They have computer equipment tied to their backs. So do I. No, I don't. Something's bad gonna happen in this cave. That's the only choice. So 65 degrees, 4 inches. That's the last trip. So everything's down here now. The final resting place. Don't be so morbid. To remember a fond gesture, rotate 180 degrees and advance 23 inches. To regret a harsh word, rotate 12 degrees and advance it. Let's remember. It's morning now. I'm in the car. I'm driving to work. This is the last recording I'll make on this tape. And then I'll drop it in the mail tomorrow. Then who knows. I've been recording into this tape for 15 years, I think. A lot of other things have happened. So here is a story. When I met Donald and Joseph, they were both students, and I was in a band performing on campus. They came to my show, and then we met at some bar and had a few drinks together. Joseph wanted to impress me, and so he stole a metal cocktail tumbler and gave it to me. We got kicked out, wandered drunkenly until the morning, and finally ended up at a diner. And now I use the tumbler to store a few extra pens on my desk. So I'm almost out of this tape. I guess I'll just let it run out while I drive. No instructions? No, that's the end of the tape strip. I don't think we'll ever reach, we ever reached this long one at the top here. Is it cheating if we skip over there? I won't tell us so. Bob moves the playback head to another strip of tape. Donald. Think of our work, our research. Joseph. You'll die in these damn cold caves. What about those men? You know they'll come... What men? You know that there's men chasing them or something? We'll go deeper, that's all. They'll never find us. Did you hear their voices? They're not. They'll find you. But not me. I'm going back to the surface. Lure. Stop. Your stupid fight is ringing through the whole damn cave. Joseph was right. We can't stay here. I'm leaving too, but I'm not going back to the surface. I'm taking my station wagon and I'm heading to the zero. You'll be lost forever. But we need your voice for the machine. Lula, it only recognizes your voice. I'll send you this tape when I'm done recording. I'll put it in the mail, and then you can see what your damn machine does with it. Oh. Wow. So she managed to get out, and she managed to send those tapes. Wait, did she? Okay. Well, this looks like an odd one. How is this working? Visage, 1984, unknown media. What? I find this profoundly moving. What do you think, Bob? A slice of Visage to build a Visage. A puzzle to its owner. What? It's a poem I read. I think it was written by a computer. Sounds like it. I think it sounds like it. I feel like there's more to this that... Can I not click on the eye thing again? That looks like a vending machine or something inside. I don't even know what that is. And how could it be doing that? Okay, let's move on to this one here. What is this thing in this environment and all the and a TV? Vertex texture fetch. Tree, television, and suspended cathode ray tube. 1968 found materials. The picture on the TV. What is that? Is that a lighthouse? Oh, it's a lighthouse? No, it's a weather vane. Or a windmill or something. Is it a lighthouse? How do they keep it swaying? Huh. Whoa. Wow. Title card. Spinning coin suspended. Correcting for angular motion. 1976 found materials. Too bad. Didn't you have one of these? Oh yeah, I did have an old microfilm reader like this. I got it at a garage sale. Couldn't figure out what to do with it. That's my whole shit. Just a bunch of weird, obsolete electronics I thought I might use. Someday, yeah, maybe. Or maybe I'll just sell them for scrap when the price of lead and plastic goes up. I guess everything's broken. I guess everything gets broken down eventually. And I guess we're back. We're back at this. At the exit. Yeah, I guess I'm ready to go. I need to get to work anyway. What was that person? Who did this? Lula Chamberlain. Lula Chamberlain. Wow, and that's it, I guess. So yeah. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna be recording Act 2 very shortly. And then also after that there is a interlude called The Entertainment, which I am quite excited. I've heard good things about it. Apparently it's something about theatre and you're one of the people, one of the actors in the play. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you wish to be notified whenever I release new videos. But yeah, have a great day and I shall talk to you soon.